willing to lose everything.
Shane Dawson was one of the most successful YouTubers coming into 2020 with over 23 million subscribers and 2 best-selling books, but one controversy too many was all it took to completely ruin him. Shane was riding a 2019 high, being one of the top YouTubers and regularly getting over 100 million views a month on his YouTube channel. Like all big YouTube celebrities, Shane Dawson seemed to be on top of the world, even though there were a few skeletons in his closet. At the time, Shane seemed to be on top of the world, but there were a couple of things that he was hiding. A year prior to his cancellation, things really started heating up for him when an audio clip from a podcast had Shane saying that while pleasuring himself, he finished on his cat.
And then I humped it, and it kept going. I came all over the cat. I was also like...
Now, as disgusting as that is, Shane had been known to play really weird characters on his show, saying that's just what he did. He said that the story was fake and told it as a joke on his podcast, and that he used to think being offensive was funny, and that was his big mistake. And because of all of this, going into 2020, Shane Dawson pretty much no longer existed. Shane had such a big following that when he opened up about his offensive past, people naturally started digging into him. More and more fans and haters alike were finding content that was completely unacceptable and demanded apologies from the creator. Many of his older songs and sketches involved racist humor against minority groups, with clips of him cosplaying Will Smith and Nicki Minaj went viral for Shane's use of blackface in his videos.
You guessed it, I'm a chocolate bunny. Or at least that's what it looks like. I was trying to go for Nicki Minaj, but this is what happened.
It became more and more apparent that Shane's content was racist, sexist, and all around inappropriate, and even though he would claim he was just playing crazy characters, people were fed up with him. Finally, Shane released a YouTuber classic apology video in which he wanted to take accountability for everything he had done and issue an actual apology.
Every apology video I've ever made has been from fear.
Though he did do the YouTuber thing and filmed himself looking really sad, the aftermath did not go his way. Shane would lose almost 1 million subscribers and have his channel demonetized by YouTube. Not only that, but both his books were removed from all Target stores, basically cutting off his 2 main streams of revenue. Shane would then go on to send out a tweet saying that he's deleted everything and that he's done with content, but not long after that, the tweet was then deleted because Shane was wrong. For almost 2 years, Shane was nowhere to be found until he decided to make a comeback, but after 16 months of no content at all, the damage was done and he would never achieve the same amount of success. His return video was aggressively uncomfortable, and it was also clear that Shane had not let go of what happened.
We say I'm sorry. Yes, we do. Don't worry, I'll get to that.
Outside of the obvious awkwardness of his new content, it was also apparent that he was not trying nearly as hard as he once used to. Shane openly admitted in his return that he didn't know what to do, and his videos just became sort of conversations with no real point to them. To give him some credit though, he has been hosting a podcast on his second channel, which has been performing pretty well despite everything, but it's clear that Shane is not the same person that he once was. This can be for the better or for the worse, depending on where you stand with all his controversies, but the former star is no longer engaging in the same offensive humor that got him canceled in the first place, but now it's obvious that he's not pulling the same views either. It'll be interesting to see where he can go from here, but if you don't want to be Shane Dawson's cat,